things that used to be possible in Overwatch, like Junkrat's drop tire, like this one, basically spawning at floor level, allowing you to get insane plays. It was a technique with Junkrat that has since been patched out of the game, but wasn't too hard to do. Simply get close to the ledge, and then as you're falling, pop the ultimate. It would bug your character back onto the ledge, but spawn the tire at the bottom. You can see how this creates a lot of issues. Now, to be fair, for Junkrat mains, it was useful, but it did require practice. You could do it on any ledge in the game. So here's an example of the one that we've been showing over and over, or look at this other clip here. Yeah, it was insane. Another thing that's no longer possible in Overwatch is loot boxes. Man, this video on our old Overwatch Moments channel, just crazy amount of nostalgia. That excitement on getting a gold was one thing, but the excitement on 2, 3, or even 4 legendaries was absolutely massive. And, you know, rip loot boxes, we'll never see them ever again unless, you know, I have a video in the works for that. Look at that, 3 golds, dude. 3 golds. 4 golds. I mean, just another 4. Like, just watching these is absolutely massive. I feel I could sit here and kind of watch them forever, but we won't do that. Instead, I also want to show you a different video, which I feel wasn't recognized enough, in which Nadison spent hours opening up all of his loot boxes instead of letting Blizzard auto open it. It was insane. Now, the original video is linked down below, but unlike my curated montage that shows all these gold box openings, instead we can see it took him 6.5 hours to open 2,322 loot boxes, and he only got around 300 legendaries, 5,294 commons, 3,019 rares, 843 epics, and you can see that it's not always in your favor. But you know what else used to be possible? Recalling as Tracer across the map. Yeah, you saw that right. Again, sources down below, but essentially how this used to work is if Tracer's recall was in an unsafe position, it would then just automate you into a safe position. And what this would allow you to do is, while using a May wall, allow you to teleport across the entire map. Yeah, not the best, not the best. What you're watching next is... I love this one. It's my favorite thing in the video. Essentially, what would happen is that you could use any hero's emote on a different hero. So this is Zenyatta's emote happening on Brigitte. Yeah, it's cursed. It's extraordinarily cursed, but it's my favorite thing. And I'm gonna show you a couple more. Hamster's dance, or Hammond dancing as Moira, completely collapsing her body and having her dance. And there's just so many funny combinations.
You guys are dancing, alright? You got good dances, but have you seen this?
Another thing that used to be possible are massive Mercy Razes. Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned this one more than once, but absolute massive Razes that would be super, it just super feels good, especially when it made play of the game, and often it would. Now, it was a little bit cheesy and not healthy for the game, so it's good that Blizzard completely reworked Mercy from it, but you know, a lot of this clip also has stuff like Hanzo's Scatter Arrow, which is absolutely hilarious, but yeah, the Mercy clip, absolutely mwah, beautiful. When it happened, it felt so good. Next would be Torbjorn. So you used to be able to upgrade your turret. You'd put it down to be a little boy, then you would smack it over and over, and it would turn into this mega turret. But it wasn't its final form. We'll get there in a second. Of course, what you guys now know is you throw down your turret and it just comes out ready to go. You would not need to upgrade it. Another thing about Torbjorn is he used to have armor packs. So you could throw down an armor pack and give yourself some armor, which is absolutely massive. You could also give your teammates some armor. It was literally a piece of armor on the ground. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. Armor. Bada bing, bada boom. Of course, instead of the armor pack, now you have the thing where you kind of scream into the air and just shoot super fast. Okay. You know what? I think old Torbjorn had a lot of character. When he ulted, look what happened to your turret. Mega turret. Giga turret. Giga Chad turret. The thing would just get extremely buffed. You'd be drenched in lava and you're ready to go. Or molten. Whatever. Now, you guys already know what it changed into. I mean, you know, I guess overall he's better, but can we just say it had more character? He used to have more character. Another thing in Overwatch, which was extraordinarily broken, and I think this one kind of goes off of the video a little bit in the sense of they are still kind of broken, but they used to be way worse. So basically you can see that the Hanzo, even though he's literally on the point, like almost over half his model is inside the boundary, he's not contesting. Look at that. He's not contesting. The point boundary used to be wider than what it really was. And it used to often lead to a lot of moments where you're like, I'm on the point, I'm on the point. How did I lose? How did I lose? Like, how did I lose the game? I was on the point. Well, it's because it used to be very, very finicky. And even though it looked like you're inside, you weren't really. The next one is Reaper's Orbs. Yeah, this one is old, dude. This one is old. I'm going to be surprised if you guys remember this. This is super old. So basically, when you used to get kills as Reaper, as you can see, it would drop an orb. If you pick up that orb, or the soul, you pick up that soul, you'd get a flat 50 HP. It was super finicky and a little bit odd, but it's how it worked. If I lost 50 HP and I killed someone, I got 50 HP back. It wasn't very consistent, but they looked cool. They looked pretty freaking cool. Again, with the whole character-esque feeling. Moving on from there, Symmetra. Look at this. Symmetra is the most reworked hero in Overwatch. We're talking about a shield. We're talking about her primary fire curving and being lock-on. We're talking about a ton of things that used to be possible with Symmetra. And the gameplay kind of speaks for itself here. I mean... Oh man, look at this, look at this. I mentioned this one in a previous video, but I'm gonna mention it again. Tracer teleporting into the payload. This was on PvE, which makes it okay, I guess, if you wanna use a bug on PvE, fine. It's not a big deal. But it worked. It's worked for a long time. We're talking about Tracer going into a payload, even on PvP, was just a thing. It was a thing for a while, and when Blizzard patches it, somehow we see it happen again. But for now, we're clear. We're going to move on to Overwatch 2 next. The next part is Overwatch 2. A bug in Capture the Flag. I know not everyone cares about Capture the Flag, but an absolute hilarious bug with Sombra. Basically, picking up the flag and kind of moving it via teleport. It would drop, but it would bug, in which it would go through the teleport. And I'll show you exactly how it works here. Okay, so it's all set up. You got to make sure you're not going to take damage. You grab the flag and push it forward with you. It's technically dropping, but it teleports through time and space and then lands on the other side, allowing you to re-pick it up after a few seconds and score a point. Just look at this. This happened with Roadhog guarding it. Roadhog guarding the flag a tiny little bit. Boom! Nope. It's with me now. You wait a little bit, you pick it up, you cap the point. Dude, game breaking.